Five, four, three, two, what? One. Okay, they already started. Okay. All right. Hey guys, it's the World Cup Speedruns 2 Grand
Hey
Final.
guys, it's Wretched Fine.
Hi guys, it's the World Cup Speedruns 2 Grand Final with only one of the four members from the Grand Final in the call.
And who doesn't even care about the grand final itself?
Anyway, doesn't even care about the Grand Final itself because they did the Grand
Of
Final
course you do.
like 2 days ago, and
It
uh,
failed miserably.
well, Finland Boy didn't record his audio, and he was supposed to be the
And
guy behind the call recording, and he didn't record it, so
The guy behind the scenes.
he's the man with the plan. Anyway, so this is the official audio for the grand final, isn't it? Isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah. Wait, but how about, so you want some music behind this as well?
Some music. Let's have some mood music. We could do that. We could do some mood music.
Some mood music.
Some. Well, hold on. Let me do my impression of yous. We could do with some mood music.
Okay, so
a
night in love.
Wait, I didn't actually mean.
Pretend.
I didn't actually mean mood music from you.
I know.
Oh, you. Put on.
I'm giving you the beat.
I want to. I want to listen to George Harrison. Got my mind set on you.
Why? What do you like about George Harrison?
No, I just like the song. It's a catchy song. Even the only reason it's catchy is because it repeats the chorus like 10 million times in the song.
Ah, yeah, just like, that's just their shitty trick, the Beatles trick, like with Hey Jude.
Oh yeah, that's true. They do it actually. Let's see, what else do they do it in? Yellow Submarine.
I don't know, While My Guitar Gently Weeps is a load of times, I think.
John Lennon says "Imagine" too much in the song "Imagine." I'm not a fan. It's also
Good thing he was shot.
he deserved it. He's for crimes against the English language.
John Lennon shot. Your thoughts? Well, he said imagine a bit too much. So.
Could never forgive him for that.
Never forgive.
Never forget John Lennon. You know, it's interesting how like his son never did anything of note.
What did he do, though?
I don't know. You would have thought he could have cashed in big time.
Well, didn't he?
I don't know. What's he done lately? At all, if ever.
Have I told you lately that I love you?
Isn't that a Van Morrison song?
Oh, yeah. I forgot who it was, but yeah, it is Van Morrison.
It's
Good man.
surprising you would reference Van Morrison. I get the feeling a lot of people hate
Why?
him.
No, I don't. I'm almost a fan of his. I love his music.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a fan of his.
I've got loads of albums from Van Morrison.
Yeah, what's your favorite Van Morrison? Well, some of your favorite songs of his.
I'd say my favorite album is Into the Music, probably. Some of my favorite songs, um, Wavelength is pretty good.
Mm?
I like Wavelength. What's that song with the weird Troubadours or something? That's a
Troubadours?
really nice. It's kind of a weird sort of, has that sort of old-timey vibe to it, in like the kind of, no, he sometimes does that thing with the kind of like medieval kind of themes to it, with like minstrels and
Yeah, he does have a lot of like that kind of stuff, doesn't he?
yeah, so that's pretty fun.
That's pretty fun. I don't know. How old is he now? He must be like nearing 80.
He's old and fat. I don't know about 80. I don't think he'd be.
When he puts his clothes on, he's pretty much
Probably in
entirely.
his 60s, right?
Oh, how old is he? He did his stuff in like the
Maybe
70s.
early 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think his first album was from the 60s.
He's a real short guy. I know that much.
Really? Is he that short?
Oh well, I've seen him like perform and stuff, and especially
Yeah,
these days.
me
And
too, but he didn't look that short. Well, maybe because he's
wait,
so fat
are we
now.
talking about the same person here?
Of course we are.
Irish guy, right?
Northern Irish,
Northern
yeah.
Irish. Okay, good. I was just checking, just in case we were, because I think it's happened before that I've like.
What? I mean, I just named some of his songs.
Yeah,
How
but
could you not?
I've never heard of those songs. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wavelength is supposed to be a hit.
Is it? I'd never heard it.
Well, you know, Moon Dance then.
Wait, what song? Moondance.
That's probably his most well-known one.
I think it, or the other one he does. Um, the one that we sang in that vlog. Copyright strikes are my favorite kind of strikes from labels like Polydor, from the album
Oh,
Still on Top. What was that song?
right.
Uh, why is it escaping my mind? Usually I can. That's interesting.
Van the Man. Well, he's 68, so yeah, he's in his 60s.
Isn't his name like George or something? Like his first name's actually George.
George Ivan Morrison.
That's right, Ivan. Yeah, because Van Ivan. Who'd have thought
Van the Man.
Who'd have thought the WCS2 final would consist of conversation about Van Morrison?
Well, yeah. I mean, we were all thinking we were going to talk about MH17 or something.
You mean that hoax perpetrated by the Ukrainians just to get sympathy? Please,
Yeah,
I see through them.
yeah, to get everyone riled up against Russia.
By the way, everyone, that was sarcasm. Or was it facetiousness? I always get the two mixed up.
No, I think it probably was sarcasm. I mean,
Sarcasm's where you say something that you don't believe in, whereas facetious is where you say you overstate someone's like qualities or something in like a kind of way that you're saying that they don't have these qualities.
facetiousness is like is not being serious about serious matters. So I guess it's kind of
Well, I suppose I was being facetious just then, wasn't I?
in a way as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I always get the two mixed up because they're like it's like irony and coincidence kind of. People always get those mixed up. Speaking of songs I absolutely hate, don't you hate Alanis Morissette's that isn't it ironic? I hate that song.
No, I don't hate it.
Because
What's
it's not
hate?
because it makes it's a crime against the English language.
Oh, is the word actually wrongly used there or something?
Yeah, it's coincidence. She always uses it as a coincidence.
Does she? I don't know. I don't really know the lyrics.
Like, for instance, like rain on your wedding day isn't ironic. Getting divorced on your wedding day is ironic.
Oh, of course it is.
No, it's a coincidence.
No, I think she means rain on your wedding day because rain is associated with drought with bad events like when someone dies, it's always raining on a funeral and stuff like that. And whereas on a wedding day, it's supposed to be all happy and sunny.
No, I don't think so. I think the tone of the song is like because again she talks about like it's like getting a free ride when you've already paid. Like that's not ironic. If you
getting a free ride when you've already paid, what the hell does that?
Okay, say you pay for a train ride and then they refund you the money or something. Oh no, say you pay for a train ride.
But then it turns out that it was free or something?
It turns out it was free and you don't get your money back or something. Oh my god. I don't understand how that's irony, because
I don't understand that whole expression.
No, because the song is saying like that this former lover of hers is like, it's ironic or something that, and like bad things happen to him, like rain. It's like ironic, like rain on your wedding day. Like that's not ironic though. Like irony is like when
I think that can be interpreted as ironic.
Well, yes, but the literal interpretation of
because
it
normally rain is on your funeral day, and now it's like on.
I think that's just a cliche that rains on your funeral day.
Yeah, but who says she's not talking about a cliche?
Well, I don't think she is. I think she's talking about misfortune of it actually raining on your wedding day.
Wow, that would be just completely random, though.
No, but that's like the whole point.
Like, oh, it rained on our wedding day. Oh, that was annoying.
No, not our wedding day. On your wedding day.
Well, yeah, anyone's wedding day. I mean, who the fuck cares? I think it's as an expression, not literally talking about.
Look up the lyrics to the song. They're there's probably more than.
I don't know. What was that other song that was like? Oh no, wait, that is that song with her in the car, right?
I think no.
Like,
Yeah, that's the song. Yeah.
Na, 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 na.
Wait, what's the name of that song? That's something. I don't think the name isn't that ironic. The name is something else.
Ironic.
Yeah, ironic. Yeah, not isn't it ironic? Yeah.
I don't dislike Alanis Morissette. Well, a lot of lyrics in the 90s was shit. I mean, I think probably the shittiest lyric I've possibly ever heard, aside from maybe Friday or something,
Mm.
is what that song about, what if God was one of us?
That's a great song. Just a
No,
slob like one of
it's
us.
not a great song, but the lyrics are even more awful.
The only way I know that song is from Austin Powers.
What was it again? Like something at the end, um, like where he's like trying to find his way home, and then back up to heaven all alone. Nobody calling on the phone. Like, ugh.
I threw my dog a bone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nobody calling on the phone except maybe the Pope in Rome or something. Except
Well,
the Pope
well,
in Rome.
Rome
Like
and
what the
phone.
fuck?
I hate. Don't you hate it when?
First of all, that doesn't rhyme, yeah.
Yeah, but
But
yeah.
Jesus Christ, nobody calling God on the phone.
Well, I tried, but I didn't get anywhere. So.
Like he's lonely or something. I mean, isn't he supposed to have like shitloads of people in heaven?
And what about all the people on Earth praising God? Don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
they
don't.
talk to Jesus, and Jesus talks to God. So I mean, he has Jesus as well. He's got like this super faithful son right by his side.
He does. What has he got to be worried about? I mean,
Yeah,
o-
what's his bloody problem?
ob-
Getting out on the bus, bringing everybody down with his emo-ness.
well, obviously it's the people who wrote the song's fault, not God's fault. Yeah, he gets a free pass on this one.
I know. But I mean, like the God that they would describe in their song.
Was the '90s music really all that? Or is it just like
Speaking of all that, that's a 90s film. She's All That.
she's all that? I don't know. I've never heard that film. Never seen that film.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
It's like one of those classic teen comedy 90s
Well,
romantic teen comedy drama things of the 90s.
I've seen She's the Man starring Amanda Bynes, but not She's All That. No.
She's what?
Yeah, have you ever seen that movie She's the Man?
She's the Man. That sounds like some annoying, quirky film where, like, someone, by some stroke of fate, she has to, like, pretend to be a man or something.
That's actually the plot of the film.
Oh, see?
She has a brother who
Ugh.
gets accepted into this like soccer school, but and she
Soccer school?
yeah like a school for, like a man's only school for soccer, right?
Oh.
Yeah, and she's really good at women's soccer, but there's no women's school for soccer, so she wants to prove that she can do it, and she wants to get further in life in her soccer. So she, her brother doesn't really want to be in this school. No,
Is it
no,
like Mulan?
no, wait. No, the school has a soccer academy, and she loves soccer, and the brother's not too keen on it, so she pretends to be her brother going to the school, and everyone buys it.
Well, is she hot?
Amanda Bynes? It depends. Some may say she is. I
Amanda Bynes.
she's all right. She's all right nowadays. I don't know. Not
I
so
don't know.
much.
Does she look cute as a boy?
I suppose so.
I don't know. Some girls look like really sort of nice when they put like these. Oh,
Wait, you're looking at
oh
her from She's the Man.
no! Well, I'm looking at her in general, Amanda Bynes. I know who she is. I hate how she looks.
Well, nowadays you probably do.
She's got like that fat face.
She does,
She's
doesn't
got
she?
these
Yeah.
like big fat cheeks.
Is that what you hate in a woman?
What was she from? Yeah, and like this big round forehead and like small eyes.
She was from the Amanda Show,
Yeah, that's what she was from.
which
What an old
which brought
show
Drake from Drake and Josh to
to
national.
fame.
Well, I guess fame. I was gonna say like somewhat
Acclaim.
somewhat fame. I don't know if he's like that famous from that show.
I don't know. Drake was pretty. I mean, Drake and Josh are pretty well known.
No, but like
Seriously.
before the show, like he wasn't like.
Oh right, he it brought him into kind of into the spotlight a bit.
Well, I brought him to Nickelodeon, like notoriety.
But but that's from 2006 though.
She's the man.
She's all
Yeah.
She's All That is from 1998 or 99 or something.
Well, is the plot of that where a woman has to pretend to be a guy?
No.
Okay, well then.
No, that's just. I think it's about this girl who's like kind of a nerd, and then this guy who's like really popular. It's like he gets into this bet that he can turn this nerd into a popular girl by trying to like date with her.
Wait, isn't this the plot to My Fair Lady?
I don't know.
I think it is. Sounds
My
like
Fair
it.
Lady, what is that again?
Um, two guys have a bet to see if they can. One of the guys reckons he can turn this like slobby woman into like an upper class like dame type woman, and he
Oh the
does.
shit! Yeah. This is literally yeah. It is like that film. Yeah.
Oh well, there you go.
Now that you mention it, they adapted it. Except who's this again? Who plays her? Rachel Lee Cook. She looks bloody great in that film.
I think I'll have to watch that film now. Well, no,
She's All That.
I don't really watch films depending on how a woman looks at them. Like that's not my. It can help, but
Well, I usually don't, but I don't know. She's kind of an exception.
yeah, that's fair enough.
I watched a Natalie and Imbruglia film, which was like.
Whoa, you there?
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
it dropped.
It barely dropped. I don't know. I might have to screen share my video again.
I'm gonna close some YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Are you still recording?
I'm still recording. We're still going. Even in the post commentary, the call still drops. What do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know? Yeah, but what were you saying about Natalie Imbruglia? I didn't even realize she did any films. And oh, by the way, I should just say Crystal Fisher just got a game over and is electing not to continue, so he gets.
What bad sportsmanship.
Yeah, exactly. So he gets fourth place.
Boo.
Boo! I should put in like a boo sound effect. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So he gets fourth place, so he's out of it. Anyway,
But Natalie Imbruglia was in this pretty weird, shitty indie film from Australia.
yeah, because she is Australian, isn't she?
Yeah.
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 Oh, she did. She was the one who did Torn. For some reason, I was thinking, what's her face? Alanis Morissette did Torn.
No. She doesn't look half as nice as Natalie Imbruglia did.
That's right. You have a thing. You had a thing for her, didn't you?
Well, I had I don't know, like, it wasn't like I had a thing for her when she looked nice because I was only like 4 years old or something.
Yeah.
Before she did like plastic surgery and got all Hollywooded up.
She looks tacky now. I think.
Yeah, that's what Hollywood does to starlets.
No one's allowed to age gracefully anymore.
Mm.
Not even
Yeah, because she looked.
I was gonna say not even the guy who like the producer for Queen. Not even he. I saw like that Days of Our Lives documentary. Have you seen
Which one?
The
Well, I know which documentary you mean, but Mac, who produced for them.
no, the other guy, Roy Baker.
Yeah, he looks a bit weird.
It's got like big puffy lips and stuff.
I don't know if that's plastic surgery.
Isn't it? It looks like plastic surgery. I don't think anyone naturally would look like that.
Yeah, he does look weird.
Yeah.
Did he?
Did he what?
No. Nothing.
I mean, I've seen that documentary almost too many times. I've seen it like 3 times now.
Why?
I don't know. I thought I hadn't seen it, and then I realized I had seen it. It was on ABC the other day.
You know who he reminds me of, though? Stick Kid.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see that. Good old Stick Kid.
Yeah, you should include. Wait. I'm going to send this image.
That's why I sent it to Stick Kid.
You should include this in the video, just, make it pop up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Are you looking at it now?
Yeah, I am.
that is just Stick It with blonde dyed hair.
Wait, are you even watching the my video stream?
Well, yeah, I am sort of. Yeah, I am in the meantime, but
Alright.
like I was just looking him up, so I
Oh,
was
okay. Alright, good.
the
So it's worthwhile me actually showing this to you, otherwise you wouldn't.
probably yeah.
Gag 73 is having a hard time in Ripperoo right now. Ripperoo.
Can't you like zoom the video? Oh, you're doing that right now.
I'm doing that right now. Is that better?
Yeah, that is probably nice. Let's see.
I don't
I
know.
want to see what I think he only produced some later albums, or he only produced them at Trident, either late or early ones. Let's see.
I think he did early ones because I remember him in the making of the Prophet song thing.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, yeah, I remember because I talked to an engineer who worked with him, and I got some information about what hardware they used in the studios, and it was about Trident. So the first few albums,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and he did Frank Zappa as well,
Did he?
Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, David Bowie, The Who.
You say David Bowie as well. Is that just a thing? Like a lot of like, I hear a lot of
That's
English
his
people.
name.
I call him Bowie.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but
Is that
that's
wrong?
wrong.
Is it
Yeah,
wrong? How is it wrong?
because his name's Bowie.
Is it? But it could.
Oh, he does the darkness as well.
It could. Who's the darkness?
The darkness is from I believe in a thing called love.
Oh,
I think they sort of were half inspired by Queen in certain ways as well. I think they said that somewhere.
everyone's somewhat inspired by Queen. All
Yeah,
right.
but he does like his
Everyone's
high.
pausing now
Yeah.
in the speed run. I think I'll just leave the pause in because who cares? And Finland Boys video go like. Why were they pausing again?
Because I got a phone call.
Thank you from a guy who's actually here. Who was actually there at the time.
You reckon anyone's gonna actually watch this whole thing?
Well, they should. It's worth their time. Okay, we're back with more of the World Cup Speedruns 2 final, even though it's the same video. And Johnny Natrium has exited the building and has been replaced by Lyle.
He's been killed, which is great.
The actual host of
Anyway,
the tournament is here, so that's
yeah,
good.
I went hiatus for a while and decided to come back and realize that this tournament needs me. It needs a leader like me
Mhm.
because clearly David's not doing a good job. Anyway, yeah, it's final. Well, let's probably explain. Like I'm a
Yep.
bit like a good 2 islands behind.
Oh right,
Yeah,
okay.
but
So what happened was the final started. Fissure raged. Well, he got game over, and then he just decided to quit.
you see that's Fisher. Fisher's whole life revolves around him quitting.
So he gets fourth place, and it's a battle. Basically, I would say at this point it's a battle between Gag and Sherwell
I'm
for
gonna.
second and third.
Did he send his footage?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll go.
That means he's not a full game Sandy then.
No, not a total game, Sandy. No.
He's been hanging around game Sandy too much if he's quitting like this.
Well, he did get game over on the first island, so I mean that does.
Should see that's the thing. You should been saving. Everyone should know Crash One. It basically revolves around you actually saving your data, so you don't get game overs. Or if you do get game overs, then you can just go back to where you saved.
I think Finland Boy came close to actually breaking a world record with his run here. Possibly.
Wait, what? You're an idiot.
What do you mean I'm an idiot?
Nah. Oh. Anyway, Gag 73 seems to be doing pretty well, but like, I'm disappointed. Like in Fisher, like for quitting early. He could have easily made a comeback.
He could have. Sure. Well, he's not too far behind in third place actually. He's doing all right.
He is the underdog. He is the host killer because he actually eliminated 2 hosts. But because I didn't expect Shorewall to get the final, but you know what? He proved everyone wrong. He got to a final, which was a bit of a shock because I had predicted that I would see Crystal Fish. Well, no, not Crystal. It was Al in the final along with Hey David, Abdul, and was it Lugar 44?
Wow, what a weird final. And none of those people were in the final.
Nope. None of them.
In fact, we have
Because
Gag, Sherwall, Crystal Fisher,
yeah.
and Finland
Oh,
Boy.
oh, there's Shorewall. You can see Shorewall.
You can see his reflection in the television screen.
It's not like Sebastian where you seen his sister holding the camera. But like, yeah, it's I just didn't really expect any of these to get the final. Reason why I didn't expect Crystal Fish to get the final was due to the path he ended up coming across was whenever he had to meet Al, but Al obviously quit and decided to like do a hiatus and decided to disappear from the face of the earth,
Mm.
and no one never heard of him. He was like more of like that airline, like when that airline disappeared.
Yeah, the Malaysia.
It's yeah, but the difference is Al actually turned back. Well, he came back,
Mm.
but only to some people.
Well, actually, no.
But
He's like the Taiwan Airways flight that like crashed. Like a lot of people died, but not everyone died. So there you go.
yeah, so part of Al actually died.
Part of him, well, of course, like Al by this point has had his soul crushed. You know,
And his
part
YouTube
of him's
channel
already dead.
failing as well now.
Is it failing? What's wrong with
No,
it?
it's not really.
He's doing better than me and you combined. Well, I don't know, probably not combined, but like better than me and you.
Yeah, he's got a big fan base. But yeah, Finland boy. Talking about Finland boy, the reason why I didn't predict him to get to the final was due to I thought Abdul would have got to the semis, but as you know, Abdul lost to Digital Masterpiece to the most funniest possible way ever.
Yeah, wait, how did he lose? I didn't watch that one.
Well, basically with Abdul, it's it was it was a race to toxic waste, okay?
Uh huh.
And then
Yeah, I know the story. Go on though.
the whole get the blue gem.
Yeah.
Abdul finished toxic waste, but didn't get the blue gem.
Oh.
So therefore, if the race was just to get the toxic waste, he would have won. But then, since he didn't get it, he had to go back in the level, get the blue gem. By the time he done that, Digital Masterpiece went in and got the blue gem.
Oh.
So Abdul kind of lost unfair. But then he blamed David, and David got the blame for all that problem, which it
Oh.
was kind of David's fault because he did kind of persuade him to actually do that run,
And
which was to get the blue gem.
they didn't do a rematch at all.
I think it was Abdul just couldn't be bothered to
Oh,
do a
okay.
rematch. It was a 40-minute run.
Look how far ahead Finland Boy is. Like, if you were like a noob, it looked like Finland Boy and Sherwall were in the same level, but Finland Boy is
Oh.
actually in Sunset Vista.
God, I thought they were the same level, to be honest.
No, Finland
He's
Boy is like
he's
almost like finished the second island.
He's like 3 levels ahead of you, for fuck's sake.
Well, Gag is in the high road, so he's 2 levels ahead of Gag, and he's like 6 levels ahead of. Oh no, probably like 4 levels ahead of Sherwall.
See, with this here, I was hoping it not be one person dominating the speedrun, but clearly there's always that one person who just has to dominate in a speedrun. I really hope Shorewall just pulls the finger out of his ass and actually make a comeback. But as you can see, he's just finished Lost City there now.
And Gag just died
Gag died.
in the high road. Oh no, Road to Nowhere. That's it.
Yeah. Feel sorry for Gag for being from Turkey. Like,
Why?
I don't know. It's just like rape. All they do is rape prostitutes and
And
Gag
believe in the Quran. They follow the Quran in Turkey.
yeah, that's true. See, those are, and we'll see. Like, I really want to go to Turkey. I heard it's like an oven in there.
Ah. Ah.
See, my amazing jokes are coming out now.
Oh, Lyle, I'm probably gonna get a job soon enough.
You work? Fuck.
Yeah,
That's a bit-
yeah. I passed the interview stage of this job I applied for.
What did you apply for?
It's like there's basically this relief pool. So, say if like an admin staff at one of the hospitals has to like is sick for the week, they go into this relief pool and say who can fill in for them, and then you go in and fill in for them for however many days you need to, basically. So it's like relief work basically.
So basically, you just end up going anywhere.
Oh well, there's 5 hospitals that are covered by the thing. It's like this.
So what would you be doing?
Patient records basically. Like
You gonna wipe people's asses?
no, it's like it's administration work.
Nah, I mean, you're wiping people's asses for sure. Like,
I hope not.
it'd be great. Just Angus going over there, just going over.
But it pays
Genie dry swap.
it pays a cool $28 to $38 an hour depending on who I'm relieving.
$20 to $38 an hour. That's
Yeah,
actually really.
it's pretty good.
To be honest, I don't even know. Well, then again, that's probably good in America. America, I mean Australia,
Uh,
because if you said because you used to get charged quite a lot. Like a bottle of Coke there is probably like $4.
a bottle. Oh, it depends how much. Like, what are you talking about? A bottle, like how large?
500 milliliters.
That's about. Depends where you get it from. You can get them for like 99 cents from the supermarkets. But they're like warm, so like they're not the cool ones. 500 mil
What?
for cool one is probably like $2.50, I'd say.
Wait, they actually charge you for how cold it is?
No, oh well, you see on the shelves at the supermarkets they have like the warm ones, like the ones like say if you want to bring it home and put it in the fridge or something. But if you want to drink it like immediately, then you have to get it from like the freezer section.
And they charge you more from the freezer section?
Yeah, they charge you more if it's cold than if it's warm.
Jesus Christ, I don't like Australia. Here it's the same price no matter if it's cold or warm.
Oh really?
But all their drinks are in their freezers or fridges, whatever you want to call them.
Okay, yeah, they put them on the shelves for some reason.
That's crazy. Like that's an extra $1.50 for just a flipping cold one. You're basically better off buying two. You're paying what we call a one and a half extra.
Yeah, it's I think it's 1.25 mils or what? 1.25 liters actually gets you.
Or was that much?
Yeah, that's probably like 99 cents for one of those.
Oh, okay, that's right. I'm talking about 500 mils. I'm not talking about a share size.
Yeah. I don't know. 500. They don't. They typically do they sell 500? I thought it was like 600 mils.
Jesus Christ, you're generous. No, ours is 500 mils. It goes cans, which is 330. 500 mils for a bottle, which is like your just normal bottle of Coke. And then it goes 1.25 or 1.25, which is the share size, which you get with probably meals. Like if you went to Domino's and you order like a family's meal,
Mm.
and you get like all Coke, that'll be the ones you'd get with it. And you've got 2 liters,
Oh yeah,
which you
2
get
liters. Yeah.
shops. I've seen some places where they get maybe I believe up to 5 liters. You can get it sometimes.
I've never seen a 5 liter thing of Coke.
Over here, you can get some 5 liter ones. They're really really big.
Probably
Like
I reckon at Costco they probably have them.
they're very rare though. Like very rare. You would probably see them in the all time, but like the most I would commonly see is probably 2 liters. But I've seen a couple of 3 liters,
Mm.
as in the pretty big. But like you can get some 5 liter ones, which
Uh,
you're
I
going to be a
I
bit of.
I hear 20, like, if it's going back to my job money, if I get the job, which I'm probably looking promising, um, it's $28 an hour is like €24 an hour.
24 euro an hour. That's alright.
It's about that.
Well, as you can see, I think is it Finland boy already on the fucking third island.
Yeah, it is on Heavy Machinery. Gag is on Sunset Vista, and Sherwell is only just behind Gag, actually. He's not doing too terribly. He's in Road to Nowhere.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? There was Shorewell. Um, yeah, but like Shorewell was very surprising. I thought he wasn't gonna do well. To be honest, I actually didn't see him qualifying. I thought Machine King was gonna qualify, but obviously Machine King kind of failed by giving up on that triple threat, which never got uploaded because of Fisher deleting his video, or I sent Fisher the videos and then he lost them all. Idiot.
Yeah, this really is only between 3 people to speedrun. Like, I don't even know why Fissure, like, is even considered as a competitor in this, because he, like, first of all, he didn't care about it. He was originally going to play Ape Escape 3 instead of this game for some reason. Or Ape Escape, one of the Ape Escape games. He was just going to speedrun that game and pretend he was playing Crash. And then like after that he just like gave in and just said, all right, fine, I'll do Crash 1. And then he, like, I think he purposely committed suicide, like in Native Fortress.
Wow.
It looked like it to
Anyway.
me, so there you go.
Well, even though this tournament was going pretty smooth at the beginning, and then obviously it went downhill for a while because it's taken too long to do. I think it was due to one grip in particular, which was
My group?
your grip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I blame Luke for that.
You see, the thing is, Sparrowjam was on, but it was pretty hard trying to get him on the same time as Luke. But like Victor did all his matches soon, really quick, and I think Victor will join speedrun tournaments from now on since he's got a new computer and he's got a recording software.
Well, you can join IES 9 then.
Nah, he won't join that because it's Argonaut. He doesn't play those games.
What
He'll
you mean?
probably join it.
No one plays Argonaut. So what's the difference?
Good luck with that.
What?
Trying to get him joined.
Well, no one plays Argonaut, so it's fair for everyone.
Ratchet plays Argonaut.
Okay, well, he's probably gonna win IS9, to be honest.
No, I'm not. I'm making sure it doesn't.
Well, who do you think will win IS9? Finland boy again?
Well,
Probably.
I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm in another tournament. There's a newbie speedrun.
Yeah, why are you in that? You're not a noob.
I am.
No, I don't think you are.
What are you on about? I'm not a noob. Have you seen who else is in it? If I'm not a noob, why is David in it?
Yeah,
He's in my
why is
grip.
he in it? Just to make up the numbers, I guess?
I think, yeah. There's only 12 people, and it's groups of 3.
Yeah, what is the point of, like, I don't understand why we need another tournament for noobs. Did we already have one?
Yeah, I just want to have a tournament in my name that I can say I won.
Yeah,
I'd be
like
yeah,
I won the
I'm a
skate
newbie
tournament.
winner. Yeah, I'm like, I can go like, I'm a newbie winner.
You know, it's funny, though, to think about. I won the skate tournament, which was the only tournament that you actually got prizes for winning. So, does that... I see, I win where it counts.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
And that's the
I
only time you're ever
did.
gonna win.
Well, maybe. I could win the Argonaut tournament, who knows?
Oh, for goodness sake, no you can. Gag 73 better not be in the tournament like.
Well, you see, the interesting thing about this tournament was Gag and Finland Boy only joined because we asked them to. Like, they they didn't join by themselves, they joined because we needed people to fill up the numbers.
Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. And I think, I don't know, by the way, I don't even know what flipping, uh, World Cup Speedruns 3 will probably be. It'll probably keep to the same idea where we pick 5 games
Uh,
and do that there.
my
But
idea, by the way, let me just mention that.
no, it's my, just double shut up, it's my idea.
It was
But
my
like,
idea! Shut up!
but like, do knockout stages, which seems a lot more easier to do, because they seem much more quicker, because people can't be
So,
bothered to
you're
do
taking
speedruns.
two of my ideas and just reusing them as your own.
No, they are my ideas. You can't come up with any ideas.
I came up with all these ideas, you're ripping me off.
I am not ripping you off. You're ripping me off.
I came up with the only knockout rounds. I came up with the set of 5.
No, you didn't. I
I-
came up with that.
No,
The
you
set of
didn't.
5 was my idea.
No, it wasn't. It was my idea.
Nah, it was my idea.
You wanted to do like a any game again thing.
No, I did not. I said I did not want to do that again.
Well, David
Because
wanted to.
David wanted to do that. I didn't. I said, hey, why don't we pick 5 more games?
That was
And you're
my
like,
idea.
yeah, we should do that, Lyle. You're the bestest person in the world. And I was just like, yeah, thank you, Angus. Thanks for pointing out all this.
That doesn't
Now
sound
clean
like
my
something I'd
shoes.
say. That doesn't sound like anything I would say.
You know the ultimate humiliation right now? Finland boy got a blue gem right now just to rub it in their faces.
Well, he's
Just
like,
a high
look
five.
at this. Gag is still on Sunset Vista.
He's a good 4 levels ahead of everyone.
Yeah, and Sherwell's catching up to Gag actually.
Jesus Christ, there's no competition there. Like, well, he's about to go to the Sunset Vista. I believe so.
Yeah.
But you're on the, well, I mean, Gag's on the, on the,
What are you talking
What do you call
about?
it?
Me? I wasn't in the speedrun. I wasn't even in the call when it happened.
but like, Gag's on, well, never mind, Gag just fell all the way down.
Mhm.
But Gag's on the, I think it's the 3rd level.
Third
Third-
left. Yeah,
third floor.
he's almost at the top of Sunset Vista.
Yeah, he's still shit though. Hope we never see Gag again, 'cause I hate him.
I have a feeling that we won't hear from Gag 73 for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I hope he dies.
I have a feeling that Gag will just drop off the face of the planet.
I wonder if there's any like, oh, we can't really say anything now because obviously there's no call for it. Because I was about to say maybe in the call you might actually hear him, and then I realize you can't.
No, for all intents and purposes, Gag has officially disappeared. He sent me his footage, but after that, I never heard from him again.
Why would he send you his footage?
Because I said I was editing the speedrun.
Okay. I want to stick at the end of the speedrun.
Why?
Just felt like it.
This is a
They
nice,
stick
simple edit of a speedrun. Look at this.
But yeah, I should get 2 tournaments in the bag here because you should. We were talking about newbie speedruns a minute ago, but yeah, newbie speedruns. It's a groups of 3, and I don't know. I don't really understand this because Abdul's in it as well.
Yeah,
And
he's not a
Abdul,
noob at all.
Abdul,
Placey's not a
Abdul,
noob either.
Abdul and David won a. Both of them have came first, or I think they came in the top 3 in the old school speedrun tournament.
God, that's another one. Old school speed. How many do we need? God.
Yeah. Old school speedruns finished not long ago either. Well,
Yeah, what is the deal with all these tournaments starting that take forever to finish and people still decide to do more?
here the only tournaments I like is World Cup speedruns, and I'm a speedrunner.
You know, the last good tournament was I'm a Speedrunner 8. You can't deny that.
I like I'm a speedrunner 8. It was good.
That was the last actual good tournament.
And then after that, it all went downhill. Tournaments are coming in the past now, and then there's another tournament that's happening, which is Cameron's FIFA
Oh,
tournament.
well, that's not happening. I can guarantee
I'd win that. Not gonna lie, but I'd actually win that.
that if he thinks that tournament is going to even get enough people to start, then I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
The only people who actually have the game so far is me, Stick Kid, him, and David.
Well, that's enough for a tournament.
4 people. I'd win it.
Immediate grand final.
What do you mean immediate grand final? It's FIFA. It'll be at a one-on-one grand final.
All right, so semi-finals and then grand final.
Yeah, it's just. Well, you would have to do group stages.
Yeah, one group stage.
It'll be one group stage and then straight to the final.
Oh my god, look at this. Finland boy's on the high road now. And Gag just got on the third island.
Okay, you know what? I think Finland boy will get to like the time he beats Cortex. I would say Gag is gonna be in maybe. I would say Lights Out.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
maybe. I think I don't know. I haven't actually watched this speed run in its entirety.
Finland boy's got this in the bag. Like seriously, if he doesn't win, then
Anything can
he's no
happen.
longer, he's no longer known as Finland boy.
What is he, Finland child?
He's just gonna be known as boy.
Well, shouldn't he be Finland man now? Because, you know, he's proven himself. He's unified the World Cup speedruns and I'm a speedrunner like titles, hasn't he?
What do you mean he's unified them? He's never won both of them.
Yeah, he has. He has. Well, he will if he wins this.
What do you mean? Has he? What IS has he won?
9. The last one, the one that just happened.
Oh, did he win that one?
Yes, he won that one.
That we didn't count as an IS9.
We did.
We said it was. So wins. So the next was I'm a speedrunner 10.
No, the next one is I'm a speedrunner 9.
Oh, so is that getting counted as an I'm a speedrunner 9? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny. The whole chronology is fucked up now because the last one, IAS 9, that one.
Can you not count as a sub tournament towards it? Like.
No, I think it counts. There's no point in making it. Why would you make it not count? It's a lot of time.
Jesus Christ! Does that mean Finland boy's gonna move up to the Power 25? He's gonna be on the top now.
No,
he's like
he's not on the top of the Power 25.
No. Well, right now he's like flipping the undisputed world speedrunning champion.
Basically, he would be because he's currently the I'm a speedrunner champion, and he's
the World Cup speedruns champion
until
he joins another tournament. You know what? I think personally, we should get on the wiki. We should add the WWE and World Heavyweight title and like put his name on it.
Yeah, I made a title belt for the IES champion. did you see it? It's pretty good actually.
I haven't seen it. I'll go on and actually look at it.
Yeah, look it up. It's basically the Intercontinental title, except.
That's gay.
It looks pretty cool. I think it looks kind of cool.
I can't believe that he's gonna be like, if he wins this, he's gonna be like a back-to-back champion.
Yeah, well, currently he's number 4, I think, on the all-time record. Fischer's number 1, but I don't know.
He'll slowly go down.
But the other reason he's number 1 is because he won the 2 easiest tournaments, basically. Well, I don't know. No, he shouldn't have really won ISH because David pretty much should have won that.
Yeah, the controversy. That was
but he's still technically like in the record books. He's back-to-back champion.
I can't believe we were. So I can have a look at the belts. I like those wee trophies. Who came third in the thingy's contest? Clarinet Gamer came third.
Who is that?
I don't even know. He came third. David came second, and Abdul came first.
Why is there a clarinet gamer? How many other type of gamers do we need? We've got the Epic gamer,
Mr. Finland boy,
the Aussie gamer.
Oh my God, who made those ones for flipping
The,
IS9?
the briefcases. I made those. I like them.
First place goes to Finland Boys. Second place, Mayonnaise Doctor, and then third was Nintendo Gen 64.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the only trophy you're ever gonna get.
Well, at least I have a trophy.
Well, after I'm a noob speedrunner, I'm gonna get like I don't know a piece of paper saying I'm one on it or something like that.
I do not think you'll win that tournament. I think David would beat you.
Well, the thing is with the group stages, two people go through out of three,
Well,
and
what's the point of that?
in my group it's me,
Hmm.
David, and I think Super Ghetto Sandwich.
I have a well, okay. I bet you're gonna be the one who
Holy
doesn't
good
get through.
God! I went on the IS9 and I've just seen how many the content page and how much there is on one page.
Yeah, it's
Have you
pretty
seen it?
much. Yeah, I know it's a ton.
It's
Take a look at the champion belt.
where's the champion belt?
Just go on Finland Boys page and then just like scroll down the
Yeah, I
bottom.
was cheated out. I didn't even know there was. I would have still been in the IS9 if someone told me about that whole group stage thing or the Crash Bandicoot one because I didn't join because I heard it was going to be what was it? Spyro, and I was like, no. And then they decided to change it, and I was like, what?
Wait,
There was
what?
Bugs Life, that's what it was.
Oh, you
You
mean
know,
the
you do the
final?
Shaggin' Wagon?
Oh, the Shaggin' Wagon, right? Yeah.
I didn't join the next one because I heard it was going to be like Bugs Life, so that's why I didn't show up.
Yeah.
And Crystal Fisher cheated against me.
He cheated, right? I'm sure.
Yeah. I got to round 2
Well done.
out of like 9 rounds.
How many fucking rounds were there in that tournament?
I'll tell you now. There was 5? No, 6. 6, if you count
Six.
the grand
Yeah.
final.
Sounds like that must be the most of all time.
Yep, that's
If
crazy. Like,
if Armor Speedrunner 9 takes, well, I mean, when it takes off, if enough when enough people join up, there'll be, I think, 3 rounds and then the final, so 4 rounds.
yeah, I'm gonna win that one. Just saying.
Well, that's probably like if anyone ever wanted to win a tournament, that's probably the one to try for because you're guaranteed that half the people in round one are going to get eliminated in round one, which means that if there's two good people versing each other, then potentially in round one you could lose like half the good people.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It'd be pretty. Depends on the selected games. What were the selected games? Is this going to be
Any Argonaut game,
any Argonaut game?
which includes
Here,
the
this
Harry
is
Potter series and includes Star Fox for the Super Nintendo.
Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. Ooh, how sexy. Um, Finland. It's funny because Finland boy's Denmark and he's not Finland because Stick Kid stole Finland. But yeah, this World Cup speedruns has been a very weird tournament, like because the winner of World Cup speedruns got eliminated in the group stages. And the funny thing is, it's just a common thing in actual World Cup football. Anytime a person wins the World Cup, 4 years later, they always do absolutely terrible.
Wait, weren't Gag and Finland Boy both in Stick Kids group?
Yeah, it's true.
And weren't Crystal Fissure and Shurwall in the same group as well?
Yeah,
So it's two groups, like two people from the two groups are in the final.
yeah, it's people who finished first and second, and both groups actually went through.
And assuming
So
this, then wait, did Fisher finish first in his group?
Fisher finished first,
Hmm.
and Finland boy finished first. Gag finished second in his group, and Shorewall finished second.
Uh,
Fisher beat Shorewall, and Gag lost to Finland boy.
nah.
So yeah, basically Group C and Group E were in it. No other people, no others. So it's like the first time ever, like a first and second from two groups have both made it to the final. So you've got two runner-ups and you've got two winners from each group.
So it looks like at this point in time, Group C is the dominant group.
To be honest, if Al stayed in the tournament, I had a feeling Al would have been in the final, and Al would have actually set up a good competition.
You reckon?
I thought it would have been a close matchup between Finland Boy and Al right now, because Finland Boy is just dominating.
Gag, Shurwall, and Finland Boy all come from the same time zone.
Ooh, I never knew that.
Anyway,
That's
take
very-
a look at the championship belt already.
For fuck's sake, give me a minute. I'm gonna look at it now. Okay, where is it? Okay, is it on the ad photos? Okay, keep going. All I see is that newbie speedruns on this site.
Yeah, why is that on there? They should
I don't know.
make their own wiki, damn it.
Too lazy to make their own. I see old school speedruns made their own wiki. World Cup speedruns decided to take over because we couldn't be bothered to make our own wiki.
Yeah.
Newbie speedruns, and he's uploaded photos of himself, which is hilarious.
Is it? Why would you do that?
Don't know.
Ah,
There it is. There's about.
looks pretty good, doesn't it?
That looks shit.
Oh, really?
Now I like it. I'm a speedrunner champion.
Yeah.
And then there's the I'm a speedrunner championship. And then there's the World Cup Speedruns 3 logo, which I like because I made it.
Oh,
Have you
right.
not seen it?
No, I think I've seen it.
The one where like the hands are coming out of the trophy, I mean the controller.
Yeah, the controller one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like World Cup Speedruns 3.
I think the other reason World Cup speedruns is like kind of like the number 2 tournament of all time is because first of all, World Cup speedruns 1 actually got finished, and second of all, there's actually 2 tournaments in the chronology.
Yep, 2 tournaments in the chronology.
Like it's not just like some one-off thing that just failed and they didn't bother ever finishing, or that kind of thing.
I love the whole what has been your favorite tournament recently, and none of the above wins.
So does that mean newbie speedruns is their favorite? Because that's not
It's
above.
like IS8 with 5 votes, World Cup speedruns 1 with 3, old school speedruns with 3, and then none of the above with 20. Actually, the World Cup speedruns with 4.
So that means
I'm a speedrunner.
IS9 is probably the favorite one then.
Has even.
Jeez,
No, they haven't made
Gag
one
is
yet.
having a horrible time in Generator Room, by the way.
You'll have to remake that poll again because they'll have to put IS9 World Cup speedruns 2, old school speedruns 1 brackets remake.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, why is it what the original World Cup speedruns, and then there's a remake of it, and then there's a original
See with old school.
speedruns and a remake of it as well.
Just to let you know, old school speedruns, that will be the final speedrunning one. Because of it's called the one and only. So there's only gonna be one old school speedruns, that's it.
That's good. Do we need 2 of those, really?
But the thing is, the original old school speedruns idea was that the winner gets a prize. And
Huh.
no one still competed. That was the thing. Everyone just gave up on it. I didn't. I got to the quarterfinals and I was like, yes, this is my time to win a tournament. This is it. And then they decided to cancel it on me. I was like, what? This is bullshit.
It's interesting that like the perception of winning tournaments, like winning. If I say someone's gonna win old school speedruns or something, I usually I think nothing of it. But then you're like, oh, I'm a speedrunner. It like has some kind of like
Meaning.
meaning. Yeah, all of a sudden it's like World Cup speedruns has some kind of meaning. Like not as hardly any as like IES, but still has some kind of meaning. It's like, I wouldn't be upset to win. I would be happy to win World Cup speedruns and be like, yeah, well, I won World Cup speedruns.
Yeah, well, World Cup Speedruns 2, Gag, by the looks of it, is not going to win because Finland Boy, it just has the lab. Then he's got he basically, he's got, what I call, he's got neocortex after this.
The Great Hall.
Yeah, but the Great Hall,
He could have
he's
trouble in the Great Hall.
Finland Boy has this in the bag for sure now, like.
Man,
Well, look-
Sherwall
look-
is having serious problems with
Oh my god, he is just absolutely dominated Gag and by like an island.
Pretty much.
For sure, well, he's still a flippin' qualical. Flippin' generator room. Oh my god.
Gag
This
has
is just gonna-
spent so much time in Generator Room.
Here we go. Dr. Neocortex. Finland Boy. Is he gonna become back-to-back champion? If he he has to win it, like it's basically handed to him on a silver platter.
Well, this tournament was, I don't know.
To be honest,
could
see the thing is, this tournament, the final could have actually been decent. It really could have been decent because there's people like David and Al who are actually really good at Crash 1, didn't make it to the final.
Yeah, how did
and
these
knowing-
4 people make it to the grand final?
No, I knew Finland Boy will make it to well, not Finland Boy, depending on It was pretty tough between her, but I thought Abdul would do it. But it could have ended out where it could have been a better grand final.
Eddie was almost in the grand final as well.
Yeah, like I'm telling you this here, if, if Al went through the final and David went through the final and Digital Masterpieces went to the final, and look, it would actually been a decent tournament. It would have been pretty close between them all. Because if you remember, Al and Digital Masterpiece drew once and
Uh-huh.
Crash won.
But
David, David's David's really good at Crash One. It's probably his strongest game.
yeah,
And Finland Boy won.
the other, oh yeah, Finland Boy is the World Cup Speedruns 2 champion.
Yeah, I just feel that this tournament could have been so much better.
Sorry, Stick Kid, you lost your crown.
Yeah, you've lost your crown, the Finland Boy.
Officially, Stick Kid's old news now. Finland Boy's the new guy.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, no one remembers Stick Kid's win because World Cup Speedruns 1 was deleted.
Oh yeah, it was. So no, there's no footage of Stick Kid as champion.
Yeah.
Just take our word for it. He apparently won that tournament.
But that's what you get, Stick Kid, for stealing Finland Boy's country.
Well, yeah, Gag had the easiest run to the final, I think.
Yeah, he did.
He beat me, and then
No,
he beat Eddie. How the hell Eddie got to?
And to be honest, Crystal Fisher had an easy run to the final, but he just gave up.
Well, no, Fisher didn't even have to race anyone. He just got immediately put in the final.
Yeah, because that's the thing. He should have. He had the easiest way to the final. Because he had to play Heather, and Heather was the thing is Heather was all game to play him, but then also she just disappeared for a while. I thought Heather was good potential to win
What, the tournament? You mean, or the
tournament? Because Crystal Fisher, I remember he said he was going to throw the contest for let Heather win.
Yeah.
Get to the semis.
He said, yeah. Why did he continue through anyway? Like, if he hated the tournament so much, like hated the whole Crash 1 final. Because let's not forget, people, the Crash 1 final was announced like
At the beginning.
Way at the start. Like, people voted on. In fact, he voted for the set that had the Crash 1 final as the final.
So yeah, it's just, like I said to you, that this could have been a lot better final. Not that it wasn't. It actually wasn't, but it could have been a much closer final where it would have been a lot better and a lot quicker, actually, in my opinion.
It's the most interesting final, the fact that you got these, these particular people would never ever come together again. Like,
No.
Oh, by the way, yeah, there you go, first place for Finland Boy.
First place to Finland Boy, but like, it could have been so much better. Like, no offense to Shorewall, but I thought David would have got to the final. And if David got to the final, Finland Boy and David would have been very close. And like, if Crystal Fisher didn't get to the final and Al went to it, then it would have been even more better, because all three of those, I would say, would have potential. Good, like their Crash 1 game, I mean, their Crash 1 skills are actually pretty good. And I say it's probably all of their strongest game. Also, you're gonna have one jobber. Like, I wouldn't say
Probably
Luke would have been bad. I thought
Gag would have been the jobber, wouldn't he?
Yeah, unless Luke went through, because Luke would have been actually decent enough.
Well, I put myself through. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. It probably was, because I don't know. Luke probably wouldn't have he wouldn't have shown up to race Gag. I don't think.
No, but like, it could have been a lot better final. Like,
oh,
I was hoping
look at that!
a lot better.
Gag almost made it to the end of Toxic Waste. He's having a terrible time in Toxic Waste. Gag is just falling apart. He's just given up, I think.
Yeah. This shows you anything can happen. Like, but it would have been much interesting run if those three got to the final, or two actually.
Yeah, well, Sherwell beat David, didn't he?
Yeah.
And wait,
know,
and Finland Boy beat Arvid, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. All those three guys were on the Finland Boy, Arvid, and Abdul were on that rung,
Yeah, it's just a bit like Visual Masterpiece is really good at Crash, but then again, Finland Boy's, I would say he's pretty decent at Crash as well. So it didn't really matter who went through there. It was just that how Al dropped out. I thought I actually said he would have won it. I said to him, I was like, if you've probably got this in the bag, like.
That's two tournaments Al could have won. He could have won IS9, and he could have won this one, but he won neither.
Yeah, I said he could have won this no problem, like, and David would have been a competition to him. But if they did both get through, I would have seen Al winning it, David coming second, Finland Boy coming third, and whoever was like Luke or Gag coming last.
I think Finland Boy would have definitely come first no matter what. He takes it more seriously than everyone else. Like
But you haven't seen how David know, even though they don't take it seriously, they're still pretty good at it.
are
It's like a
they that
natural
fast
instinct.
though? Because Finland Boy did this in under an hour.
Yeah, David's done it before in under. I think David's done it in 45 minutes
45. Is that like in a speed run though, like an actual
in a
tournament
speed
speed
run.
run?
Yeah, because we've played before.
Oh, okay.
Like he's like proper like the time he's finished the like I'm halfway through the second level, like the second was it the second island he would have been finishing because he's actually really good. Same with Al. Al would have been pretty close. It's just it would have been more interesting because you wouldn't know who would have won, and it would have all went down to who died and all that there.
How did
So like
Sherwold beat David? How was that possible?
I think it was Juden just spiral run or something like that there, and
Uh,
David just kind of messed up, and it was like a 2 hour run, and David just messed up and Shorewall got through. And it was the same thing with me and Shorewall with Gex. Uh, he knew the dragging glitch, you know, the one where you can go into the thingy, mouth, house, tongue, whatever, and you can skip like a good
oh
bit of
yeah,
the
yeah,
drag.
yeah.
So I didn't know that, and I was taking a shortcut, which kind of messed up for me as well, because I didn't know that trick, and obviously I was leading the whole speed run with me and him.
Oh, okay.
And then he just did the mouse tongue glitch
Mouse say
to get the
tongue.
drag. Your mouse say tongue, and he ended up winning.
Oh, okay.
So he basically took out two hosts, which I didn't expect that because me and David were planning on our speed run.
Hey, I'll tell you, the next tournament, the I'm a Speedrunner 9, will be very interesting, to say the least. Because I have no idea who will possibly win that tournament.
Yeah, it can go anywhere. But like a World Cup speed run, so I'm gonna tell David to do knockout stages, and even just have four in the final still.
Well, there were only 4 in this final, weren't there?
Yeah, I just like the whole idea of having four. Any more, too much.
Well, you
Four's
see,
perfect.
it worked in IES 9 because Luke didn't show up. So, well, he qualified 5th anyway. So, but he didn't show up, so there were still 4 people left. So if there's like 5 people qualify, if one of them doesn't turn up, you still have like a 4-man final.
Yeah, but like this is the first World Cup Spirit Runs tournament that actually has all four videos. Well,
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't really I wouldn't count
Fisher's.
Fisher.
Well, his video was in at the start.
So yeah, so he did send this video, and it's happy days, no Sandy in this final.
Yeah, oh yeah,
So
it's funny now because Sendi's at the bottom of both tournament like final tables.
yeah, it's not. I don't even know where I'm on the table. I don't think I'm on the table.
Well, you never went to a final, so you wouldn't be.
Ugh, I will get to the final one day.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
at the moment, Fisher's number 1, Finland Boy's number 2. Whoever comes second out of Sherwall and Gag, will be tied with Al for number 3. Oh no, tied with no. Whoever wins out of Sherwall and Gag will be number 3.
By the way, when is I'm a speedrunner now?
25th of August.
Ew.
What's wrong with that date?
I'm away for a week.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, I mean, yeah.
On the 27th,
Well, you can do your match on the 26th then.
I come back the 3rd
3rd of.
September.
That's okay. That's okay because I'm sure round 1 will still be going.
It's only for a week though. I'll be gone.
All right.
I'll just do all my matches.
Well, you can't do
Actually,
all your matches. There's only one match to do in round 1, so you only have to do one.
Yeah. So I don't have to do one. That's alright then. That's sweet. It's not that problem.
Yeah, you just
Just
do
reason
one
I'm-
match, and then if you win, you're through, and if you lose, you're out.
Don't need to worry.
So if you lose, you're out. There you go. So
That's alright. See, that's a good thing. You get loads of people join because the minimum amount of matches you should do is 1,
yeah,
and the
exactly.
max is
Yeah,
10 and how.
the max is 4. The minimum is 1.
I just like the whole idea of a knockout instead.
It,
Groups just take. The grips are just one of the most annoying things to do.
there still are 4 groups though, except you don't race anyone.
Everyone.
You only race one person in the group. There's groups A, B, C, and D. So there's like, but they're not really groups in like the traditional sense. They're like, Origin points for the brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is where's oh my god, guy, you're actually still pretty far behind.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what's going on to my video stream here. It's like lagging up.
But like
Okay, there we go.
I still think it'll go a lot quicker. It should go a lot quicker.
Yeah, well, I mean, we need a minimum of 32 people. If it can work if 40 people join, then after that we need 40. We can do it in increments of 8 basically.
Yeah.
That's
So,
that's how it would work. You need like
see, a tournament shouldn't even last more than a month. I think if a tournament lasts a month, then that's perfect.
I think
It
two
shouldn't last
months
any
2 months is okay.
2 months, you say? Well, depending on how many people you get. I'm hoping this newbie speed runs doesn't even last a month because the amount of people are in it. Only 12 people.
It should last less than 2 weeks.
I know. I've got who do I have? Rob in my group.
Well, you'll lose to him.
I won't.
What do you mean you won't? He's really good.
No, he's not.
He got to the final of I'm a Speedrunner 9 or
Yeah,
IS 9.
just about.
You never got to the final. What's the best performance you've had in IES tournament?
Uh, quarters. I'm like Mexico. Can't get past the quarterfinals.
And what tournament was that in? IS
I'm a
8.
speed run 8,
Okay.
I think. No, I didn't get the quarter. I got the run of 16, I think.
Ah, okay.
Al put me out,
IS
and then
7. Did you get to the quarters in that one?
what was I 7?
Uh,
Disney.
Disney.
I got put out of grips. Al beat me.
But didn't you do the other one, the big like massive speed run, the losers one, and you took forever?
Yeah, but I don't count that as a win, like, because it took me 2 hours.
I somehow I came fourth in that. You know that tournament I won 3 matches and lost 8, and I made it to the semifinals.
Dickhead.
If I beat Ratchet in the semifinal, I would have made it to the final. So
Dickhead.
God, look at this. So we got Gag who's in Slippery Climb now. We got Sherrowall who's in Toxic Waste.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But like,
I
was I
think
gonna do?
this could be the biggest win by anyone in a grand final ever.
What's SST? Oh, Sparse Skate Tournament.
Hmm. I won
My
that.
God, I just click it in your face. Like,
Yeah.
so scary. What I'm a speedrunner 10's already made out?
Yeah. Well,
Who's
I,
hosting that?
I don't know. That's just a placeholder page for whoever.
Who uploaded a picture of a flower?
I think that's just the default picture.
Oh, hell on host. I want to host it.
You want to host it?
Since it's gonna be the last I'm a speedrunner.
Will it be? I don't know. It might be.
I think it should.
You reckon it's time to retire the series?
Yeah, I think it should be a champion speedrun. Anyone who's won a tournament.
Well,
That's it.
you won't be in it then.
Okay, you know what? It should just be like anyone who's never won a tournament.
Anyone who's made it to a final.
No, because that'd be horrible.
My original idea for an I'm a Speedrunner 9 was like um the All Stars tournament. So you get up anyone who's ever been to in a final, and then you just put them in, see what happens.
Well, that's gonna be hard because Danny's not gonna join.
No, anyone who's been, not everyone, but that's obviously not going to happen now.
Nope. Wait. Why does it only say winner and run up, and that's it? Doesn't have third and fourth.
For what?
Like I'm looking at the page, and I'm a speedrunner 10. It only has winner and runner up, and that's it.
Mm.
They didn't bother to put third or fourth.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, well I'm a speedrunner 9. I take credit for that poster.
Yeah,
Um,
the channel is there. I made a channel banner for it.
I
What font did you use for the poster? What is that?
uh impact, I think,
Is it
or
only
something like that.
impact?
I just tilt it to the side to make it look like the writing. I was gonna do something there in I'm a speedrunner 9. I forgot.
That should be a good tournament. I think that'll probably be the best since IS 8 at least.
So it's any game from Argonaut,
Yeah, well, basically, as long as you can get someone to play it with you.
and the grand final is gonna be Croc.
I don't know. That's up for debate.
I'm gonna have a look at Argonaut games and then find my favorite. This is gonna be annoying, like, because it's gonna be. I'll need to pick. I'll need to be popular with the first, like the popular ones, which would be like Crocodile.
Yeah, probably Croc. Harry Potter will probably be up there. Um, what
Harry
else?
Potter. Which one?
The first two games on the PlayStation.
Oh no, Game Cindy's gonna be like, Game Cindy's gonna get to the final in this one.
Yeah, well, if he can get people to race him in them.
Flippin' hate Harry Potter. Like, it's the worst game ever.
Hmm.
Harry Potter's awful. Like, I haven't played Crocodile. I'd give Croc a go.
Yeah,
Aladdin.
Croc is a weird game, I tell you.
Aladdin isn't one of them,
Oh, yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, Fish will probably make it to the final again. Or maybe
Why?
I don't because he's good at Aladdin. I
Is
think.
he?
Well, I don't think maybe he's not good at it, but he's played it before. So
I'd probably give Aladdin a wee shout
is Emperor's New
because
Groove in there?
I have a feeling it is. Yeah, Emperor's New Groove is.
Ah, there you go. So there's some games right there.
Man, Emperor's New Groove. I hate that game. Like, I delete off my computer. That's how bad I hate it.
I have to play it.
That's how much I hated it. Gag is still on slippery climb. Like,
Yeah,
and
Sherwell's
is
catching up actually.
Should say Shorewell has he ever made it to Third Island yet?
Yeah,
He's on the high road.
he's on the high road.
So Gag has got another 5 levels. Like, for fuck's sake, Gag. Like, you're taking forever.
He is. Finland boy finished like 15 minutes ago.
It's just ridiculous.
Fissure finished like an hour ago. Well, he gave up like an hour ago.
Fisher finished an hour ago.
I think I'll probably upload this tonight in my time. So as soon as we do this, I'll like render it and upload it.
Oh my god.
So the date,
Good. Get it out of the way.
yeah, the date today is the 26th of July 2014. The official end of World Cup Speedruns 2.
Here, did you say 26th of July?
Yes, that's the date.
Oh well, fuck that. I was about to say the World Cup speed runs one ends on the 26th of July, but that's well off. It never ends until January.
Oh, when did this tournament start?
This one started not really. I said it started maybe.
April?
Was it April?
March was it?
No, let me have a look. I thought it was. No, it definitely wouldn't be. I thought it was May for some reason. No.
No, I don't think it was May.
Let me check. Uh, March,
March. What
April,
date?
May, June, July. 4 months it took.
Damn, that's not very good.
Yeah, well, it finished quicker this time. 8th of March. It starts so March, April, May, June.
Oh my god, Gag is down to 3 lives.
Wait,
He might get a game over.
March to April, April to May, May to June, June to July. Yeah, about 4 months and a couple of weeks. It was coming up to 5 months.
Oh wow. Yeah, Gag
Yeah.
might get a game over Lyle. He's got 3 lives left.
Jesus Christ, Gag. But yeah, be right back.
Cheryl was catching up to him.
I
Okay.
really need to go to the toilet, so you just do sole commentary for a wee while.
Alright, I'll do solid commentary.
Do
So
like what the horses do. And Gag is running, Gag's running in. Shorewall's still behind. Shorewall's would lead behind. Like, do that there.
well, it's basically down to Gag and Sherwell. It was always like between the two of them. Like it was never gonna be.
No one cared about first place. It was all about second.
It was never gonna be between anyone for first place.
That's the plot twist. That's the whole plot twist in the. No one ever said there's gonna be a plot twist in World Cup reruns. That's
Yeah.
the plot twist. You're not meant to come first. You're meant to come second to win.
Exactly. Like it was only ever between these two guys for the second and
I would
third.
have done that with Game Sunday. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, Game Sunday, congratulations, you came first. But the winner has to come second to win the tournament.
By the
But
way,
yeah,
guys, the tournament was to see who could get the furthest in an hour and a half. But since Finland boy has finished and presumably turned his console off or whatever, he's disqualified. He's disqualified.
Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go to the toilet.
Imagine if that was the speed. Okay, whatever, you go to the toilet. Yeah, anyway, so Sherwell is in the high road, and Gag is in slippery climb, and Gag is doing all right. I mean, the speedrun's been going for an hour and 14 minutes now, so you know It's alright, I suppose. Well, I don't know how long the other one went for because it doesn't exist anymore. Because some hack fraud deleted the channel, so I wouldn't be able to tell you how long the other one went for. But this one, it seems short-ish. Like I don't think it's like super long. This speed run compared to other ones. Maybe it is. Maybe this is all bullshit. Maybe I have no idea what in the hell I'm talking about. Or maybe I'm totally not qualified for this kind of stuff. Well, I think I am. More qualified than you. And if you're watching this, I commend you because, seriously, you deserve it. Now, I'm going to read off a Facebook quote from Mr. Ratchet5. He says, I don't even know why social anxiety is thought of as mental illness, when it seems like a lot of the anxieties people have are not in their mind. They are actually true. People do not nitpick about the stupidest shit. Do nitpick, I should say. People do nitpick, sorry about that. People do nitpick about the stupidest shit, and there are little flaws about you that annoy people. It seems perfectly sane and right to worry about every little thing you do and you say, and what you look like when every person around you is judging you. It's the truth. There have been so many little things that I have not even considered a problem or a flaw until it's brought up to me. My social anxiety is justified and is not a psychological problem. And then Kuhen Soma Devon chimes in and says, if you're in situations where people are being very critical and nitpicking, and they've said such things directly to you, it sounds like any anxiety would be due to stress and emotional abuse, not irrational thoughts. It could be labeled as a disorder if it's having a severe impact on your life, but you shouldn't feel that your emotions aren't justified. It's a normal response to being in hostile environments. It's just like PTSD. And then Andrew Carroll says, well, perhaps social anxiety as a disorder should strictly be limited to those whose flaws that they perceive are only in their head and they have no real grounds for thinking such things. I personally feel that my anxiety feelings are justified. As in they have
Who the
grounds
hell are you reading?
to exist, judging by the number of people who have issues with various small things but don't bring it up or only bring it up after a long period of time in a way to be polite. There we go. That's lovely. Your thoughts on the matter?
Wait, what?
Sorry, I was just reading a delightful Facebook post from Ratchet5 about his social anxieties.
You just told me when I just came back to the internet your thoughts on the matter. I was like, what? What?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the matter? Do you think social anxiety is a mental disorder?
Like, isn't that not like a thing? Like, you can't socialize with people?
No, it's you worried about people like thinking negative thoughts about you all the time.
No, that's just paranoia.
Ah, it's paranoid. So you think Ratchet5 is paranoid then?
Yeah,
Even
paranoia.
even though he says people bring these things up to him sometimes, so he has reason to believe that he has that
Oh,
social.
so they've said it to him.
People, apparently, some people have said things to him, and because of that, he thinks that everyone's thinking things about him all the time.
Okay, well, that's a bit of paranoia, and since they said it to him, then that's just being honest. Yeah. Well, if they are being honest.
It's honesty
But
mixed with
like,
paranoia, you think?
yeah, I just feel that he either it's not. I wouldn't say it's a mental issue, or it's just another way of saying that you know what, people are saying shit about me and I can't handle it.
Yeah, well, if they're saying it to your face, isn't it? I would think that would be better than people saying it to your back. At least you know.
Because you know, but the thing is, he's mixing a bit with paranoia, as thinking that they are still saying stuff about him.
Yeah, like I think he thinks that because certain people have said stuff to his face that everyone is thinking these things. Only a certain few
Yeah,
people.
then that tops into paranoia part.
I don't really
Like,
worry what people think about me, to be honest.
yeah, look at you. You look like a cunt.
Do I seem like someone who's worried about what people think about me?
Now you just look like a cunt, and
Okay.
you know it.
Well, maybe I'm so perfect that I don't have anything to worry about.
Shut up.
Anyway, look at this. Gag is in the jaws of darkness.
The jaws of darkness. Like, he's nearly there. He's just got heavy machine. No, not my bad. Castle machinery. That's what it is.
Yeah, he only has castle machinery and the lab left.
Yeah, and then he's got Brio. Castle machinery isn't not short. Or no, it's only if you got the green gem.
Yeah. It's Finland boy actually got the green gem, so that's interesting.
See, that's a smart thing to do.
Shower Walls has paused for some reason, but Gag isn't pausing.
But the thing is, that was a smart thing of him to do that, because you skip a whole level.
It's tricky to get the green gem in Lost City though.
No, I wouldn't say it is. I think it would be pretty easy, but the thing is, getting that green gem was a good trick by Finland Boy. I think it was quite smart because if you think about it, like I said, it saves him a whole level, and
Mm.
you rather waste that time getting the green gem than not getting it. Like, if you can get it one go, then perfect. Then you've just made yourself a lot easier because you just skipped the whole level.
I say go for it, but if you miss it, then forget it.
Yeah, I said if give it 2 more turns. I would give it 2 turns, and if you don't get it within the second, then forget about it.
Oh. Well, Gag hasn't actually died in this level yet.
Well, it's a pointless gem. No point getting it. Well, if he is going for that gem.
Well, I don't think he can get the gem because he needs the blue gem to get it.
Oh, okay then. Guy Bellend.
I think it's just
But like,
doing a pretty good job of not dying, is all. And
but yeah, we've got quite a lot of tournaments going on. To be honest, I think we've got two, no one, and then three coming up.
well, what three are coming up?
The FIFA World Cup
Okay,
Speedruns 3.
I'm not counting FIFA, and World Cup Series 3 isn't coming up for like another 6 months or so.
Huh. I think David's just gonna host World Cup Speedruns 3 on his own.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I told him I'm gonna be probably busy most likely. You probably won't be able to join because it'll be around January time, December.
Yeah, I'll probably be over in your neck of the woods.
So you be doing speedrunning in my house.
No, I'm not. I don't care if there's a tournament going on and when I'm overseas, I'm not going to join it.
Speedrun in the house.
I hate
20
tournaments during meetups. Those are the worst things. Like it seems like there's always a tournament going on during a meetup for some reason. Like IS6 was going on when I was at Carol's house in 2011. IS7 was going on when he was here last 2 years ago. IAS8 was going on when they were both up here in last year. IS9
Yeah.
was going on when I was in Colmey's house.
I said to him, I'll join. I'll help him, but it's just I'll be busy around then.
Yeah, that's true.
But like it should be around Christmas time.
Christmas time,
You might be
okay.
able to join it.
Maybe. Uh,
It's he wants to do it December time around then when it's a holiday.
Well,
So like
IS9 will be if we started at the end of August. Hopefully, it's done by sometime in October.
October time. I think it should be done if it's knockout stages. Then yeah. But I'm looking at newbie speedruns right now.
If that tournament is
Newbies.
not done by the end of the month, next by I'd say halfway through next month. If it's not done by then what the hell?
I'll tell you who all's in it. You've got okay. This is Group A. How many groups? I'm gonna check how many groups there's. There's only Group A, B, C, and D.
Yeah, so 12 people.
12 people. Oh wait. Never mind. There's 4 people in the group now.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so there's some groups with 4 and some with 3.
Let me check. How many people? It says 12 people so far, but then it's got. This is Group A. Subster 131, Abdul the Rabbit Guy, Viper 5787, and Crash Bandyman 22. That's Group A.
Who is that guy? That Crash Bandyman? Who is he?
Oh no, he's cool. And then Group B is Hey David 17, Super Ghetto Sandwich, Lalbody 93, and the Victor 949. And then the other groups only have 3.
Wait, Victor's in the tournament?
That's a different Victor. Group C has Placey Hall, Dan Chuman, and Halo Bossiest Boss. And then Group D is Mega Bionic Man 3000, Evil Sushi,
Wait,
calling
Evil
himself Tech,
Soshi's in the tournament?
Dark Flame 78100, and Matthew. What a name, Matthew. Just Matthew.
Is that the guy who made the Spyro the Dragon movie thing?
I don't know. I think it is. I'm not sure.
Matthew
But
1678 or whatever his thing is.
yeah, but that doesn't make sense. One group only has 3. That's a bit.
Should that be the Nubius group only has 3?
I think it's yeah. No, it's Placey Hall, Halo Bossiest Boss.
Why is Gag getting the boxes?
Guy's an idiot. That's why. I have Super Ghetto Sandwich, Hey David 17, and Victor 949.
And Victor.
I don't know. The thing is, the whole thing, it's you can do any games you want,
Oh god.
but you're only allowed to do the game twice. I think is it twice? Let me check. Uh,
Do people put rules in just for the fact of having rules?
the
Because
hosts are Super Subster 131 and Shorewall.
wait, Sherwall's a host, but he's not in the
Yeah.
tournament. You didn't read his name out to me.
Oh, he isn't even in the tournament. Why didn't they just put him in Group C then?
Maybe he's not newbie enough. I mean, he's in this grand final right now, apparently.
Yeah, it's true. Let me have a wee look here. If I win this tournament, I can say I'm king of noobs.
I don't think you will win. Something just tells me you can't beat David.
It just means I have to beat David. I don't have to beat David.
I don't think you can beat. Like, if David gets to the final with you, then I don't think you'll be able to beat him.
I don't even know why those two are in it. Abdul and David.
I don't even know why you're in it. You're not a noob.
I can hear shush.
I don't.
They've got the finals. I haven't.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't think that qualifies you for being a noob.
He just asked me to join. I was like, I sure, yeah.
Why was I in I'm a Noob runner, by the way? I joined that, but I never did anything in it.
David wants a grand final to be what do you want the grand final to be? Sparrow. I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Mm. Oh look,
This
Gag got
tournament
to.
started July.
Hmm?
It's just this tournament has started like a week in one day.
And how many runs have been done?
None.
Oh, come on, really?
Here, I didn't even know anything about it. I forgot a thing about this tournament.
For
He
12
just put me in the chat.
there's how many? 14, 15 people or something like that, right?
15 people.
Okay, so there's 15 people, and there's not a single match done. And it's
No.
been going on for over a week now.
Yeah, a week in one day.
What the hell? How?
Me and David,
Oh,
me and David were talking to do a speedrun, but I don't know what we're gonna do.
so not even you and David have done your speedrun. You talk to him like all the time.
Yeah, we haven't decided what to do yet.
This
Super
tournament.
get a sandwich. I might. We're only allowed to speedrun a game one. I wanna. I don't know what to do though. That's the thing. You see, when you give people too much choice, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Cause
Well, you did the exact same thing in Aya in the other tournament.
yeah, I regret doing it though, because it's given people. Even I struggled to choose because it gives people too much choice.
That's why I came up with the idea of the sets, so that you didn't give people too much.
Yeah, that's why I came up with the idea of the sets, so that people didn't have much choices. They just had to choose from five.
Oh, you
But they
came up.
would.
You put those two ideas together, did you? Okay, sorry.
See, I quickly thought about it. I was like, you know what? This is not a good idea. I should do like some sort of set,
Ah.
and that's how I came up. And Shorewall just keeps on dying, like, and Gag looks like he's in the lab, and
Yeah,
he's gonna
Gag is
hook.
like, sure, Wall's in Lights Out now. So,
Here, they should be happy we didn't go through with the plan of getting certain gems, like,
oh yeah, we came up with the original speedrun ages ago to like get like there was like a set list of gems that they were supposed to be getting or something.
here, I'll find it in our chat. Did we post it in separate chats or was it group chat? If it's a group chat, then we're screwed.
I think it was just in this chat. Well,
We
okay,
made
wait, didn't I think we said it over microphone. I don't think we actually typed it to each other.
No, we did, because we typed it over we typed it over microphone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, gems. Okay, gem. What should I find?
Maybe we didn't. I don't know. Oh well, Gag is still in the lab. He just did the
I've
tournament.
never said the word gem to you in private chat.
Okay, I'm pretty sure maybe it was like in one with like Fissure or something.
Maybe I sent it to David. I'll check if I sent it to David. I probably have sent it. I'll tell you what we did. David. Camel Boy.
Cattle Boy.
Why does he not come up?
What?
Romanian. That's why I haven't saved this. Romanian Camel Boy. Okay. Control fine. Control F. It's loading like fucking 2 years of chat right now. Why did I have to do that there? I could have just said from the beginning. Find gem.
You never said gem to him either.
No, I have. I said it. Maybe if I type in World Cup speedruns. Uh, the lab. There it is.
Okay, what
So,
is it?
okay, the idea was to get Jungle Rollers Gem,
Oh my god, yeah.
Up the Creek Gem,
Uh-huh.
Heavy Machinery Gem,
Yeah.
the Lost City Gem, so it's the green one, Boulder Dash Gem, Lights Out Gem, purple, the Lab Gem, yellow, Hog Wild Gem, the Great Gate Gem, and the Boulders Gem.
Well, I probably if like David and Al and Abdul and Finland Boy, if those guys were in the final, they could probably do that. I would imagine.
The only hard gem out of that would have been um, the Lab.
No, well, Gag just did the lab without dying, and he missed only one box.
Okay, then. I can see. Lights Out, no, Lights Out would be fine. Boulders, no, Boulders would be sweet. Lost City. Lost City would probably be the only tricky one. It's still easy. And as you can see, Gag looks like he's going to get second place.
Yep, Gag
Hit,
might be getting second
hit
place
that,
for Turkey.
hit that dickhead, like.
It's a shame. I never
Super.
got to congratulate Gag for his speed run. If
Ah,
you're
yeah, sure.
if you're watching this, Gag, congratulations.
Just congratulate yourself.
Why? Why would I congratulate myself?
No, it's sad. You could have graduated. Nah.
I will congratulate myself for doing a fantastic job of organizing and editing the speedrun.
Yeah, good for you. You actually did something decent for a final.
Yeah, you never even bothered to like get them to even like you never started a chat with anyone or anything like that.
Well, you know what? It was your turn to do something right because you need to pull your finger out of your bum and actually do something for this tournament. So
I did my
I'm
match with
glad you did
Gag.
so.
I organized the speedrun. I edited the
Oh no,
speedrun.
you did your match as Gag and Nintendo Jam.
No, no, I did. Look, you can clear. Oh my god, Gag just died on Cortex. You can.
Stuff shit.
He died right as he was about to beat him. So Gag has pretty much beaten Shurwell by like Jaws of Darkness, like 4 levels, I guess.
Yeah, but like as I said, um, yeah, you need to do something for this tournament because you did nothing. You like disappeared for ages. Didn't
Oh
even do
wait,
one
I
match.
okay, all right. Let me look at my contributions. I came up with the whole set idea.
No, you didn't.
My set was voted on. I edited the
Yeah.
speedrun. I got everyone to be in the speedrun in the first place.
Here we go. You did nothing. Okay, until the end.
I raced Gag myself. I had the initiative to race him.
Yeah, well, it was your grip. It was your grip that was failing. You could
What's
even
up?
sort that out. Nope.
What's what? What's what? Glass. Can you turn the light on, please? What are you up
Yeah,
to,
turn the
Aaron?
light on.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the Star Wars poster. What do you want?
turn the light on, biatch.
You want Peep Show or something? I can't give it to you right now. I'm in the middle of something very important. Oh, Gag won, by the way. Gag second place.
Yeah, guy got second. Lucky dickhead. Please don't tell me Shorewall's gonna decide to finish like.
I think Sherwood finishes.
Ah.
Okay. Any final remarks or thoughts on the speedrun tournament that was?
It was alright, and I don't want to be watching Shorewall finish his speedrun because he's quite far away.
He's only got less than 2 minutes left to like he doesn't finish. Don't worry.
That's
Spoilers.
alright.
So World Cup Heroes 2, we had some good times. We had some bad times.
Yeah, we had like a lot of dropouts when it got to like the next round.
Overall,
Fisher being it.
overall, this tournament will be remembered for the one that no one cared about.
You say that with bloody every tournament for fuck's sake.
No, no,
To be
no.
honest, I this the highlight of this tournament is maybe Eddie beating Game 70.
That was the highlight.
Do you have a personal highlight then?
I do. My highlight was Eddie losing to Gag 73.
You would say that.
Oh, there you go.
This is the tournament of Gag.
Second place for Gag.
Anyway, this was the tournament of Gag.
It was. He took the place by storm.
Yeah. His motto was Gag on me. Couldn't
Yeah.
think of anything like
Gag me on.
where there's Gag, there's Gag.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
No, where there's Gag, there's a Gag.
Mm.
So gag yourself before you gag yourself.
Yep. And Sherwall is I think he just wants to beat the jaws of darkness to prove that he's not a total loser.
At the end of the day, you're still a loser because you lost.
Well, he
To be
didn't.
honest,
He didn't lose though.
I predicted the. Well, I predicted who would have won, but then I predicted Fisher to finish second,
Uh huh.
and Gag to finish third, and Shorewell to finish fourth.
Oh well, there you go.
So,
Anyway, look, the tournament is over. Sure, well finished. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
dickheads.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. There's no easy way to say it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. There's no easy way to say it. I'm sorry.